Hello Hornby fans and welcome to another episode of Signalbox. We are currently in the midst of a third lockdown here in the UK, and with the 2021 range launch in our rear view mirror, we are pushing forward. So here's what's coming up in this month's episode. We take a closer look at the very popular Ruston Hornsby 88DS from this year's range. We get our hands on an early mock-up sample of the Midland Pullman, recap the latest Hornby news and show off some more of your amazing layouts and locos. I'm Mike, we're Hornby, and welcome to Signalbox. First up, we show off two decoration samples from a very popular class of models. When Hornby released its model of the Ruston Hornsby 88DS, it proved to be hugely popular, and so it seemed natural to follow the example set out by the actual Ruston and Hornsby company and release another example of their shunters. The 88DS shared many of the features found on its predecessor, including being chain-driven. However, it also featured significant improvements, including a significantly more powerful engine, a transmission and Westinghouse air brakes. Hornby are producing both the 17-ton and 20-ton variant with additional weights built into the frame. We have four new liveried 88DS locos. Which one's your favourite? For me, it has to be the North British Distillery Company Limited, with its striking gold livery. So recently we released a three-part video series following me as I created my first model railway layout, or as some of you may have mentioned, it's more of a diorama or a modular kind of layout. But I wanted to take the time to say thank you all for watching the video and for all the great advice and tips that you've given me. I was a little bit dubious at first about how it would turn out, and I was pleasantly surprised at the end of it. And your tips, tricks and all your great comments were really humbling to me, so thank you for that. And a few of you said, well, you know, are you going to do something bigger? Are you going to try something a bit more? Are you going to add to that layout? And it got me thinking, and I thought, I suppose, yeah, I might as well give it a go, right? But I don't want to do it alone, I want to do it with you guys at home. So what we're going to do is you can help me create my larger layout. So you'll be able to vote on things like what locos to put on, various features, how I should colour the scenics, etc. To do that, it's easy. All you have to do is subscribe to this channel and keep your eyes peeled, because we'll do different votes through our community page, and over Signalbox I'll be asking you for your opinion, and of course you can always give opinions in the comments, and who knows, maybe at some point some of you with your brilliant advice will be able to come on to Signalbox and show me how you do it. So keep your eyes peeled for that, and of course subscribe so you don't miss out. Next up, I was lucky enough to get my hands on a very early mock-up sample of the Midland Pullman to give you a closer look. The original blue Pullman trains were introduced by British Rail in 1960. The 1955 modernisation plan envisioned luxury diesel express trains as a way of competing against motor cars and domestic air travel. Built in Birmingham by Metro Camel, two variants were created. Two first-class 6-car sets for the London Midland region, operating from London St Pancras to Manchester Central, and three 2-class 8-car units which ran on the western region from London Paddington to various destinations. The London to Manchester train was known as the Midland Pullman and reduced the record time between the two cities from 3 hours 50 minutes to just 3 hours 15 minutes. The last Midland Pullman ran in 1966 after the electrification of the London Euston and Manchester Piccadilly line, which allowed journeys to be completed in just 2.5 hours. In 2020, it was announced that Locomotive Services Limited would begin to run a blue Pullman service from St Pancras to Manchester Piccadilly along the Midland Main Line. This exciting new service, offering amazing views of the Derbyshire Peak District, combines the historic blue Pullman with the iconic Class 43 HST, which will feature a new Nanking blue livery replicating that of the original blue Pullmans. Please remember this is a very early mock-up sample, so a lot can change with the colours and details, but I think you'll agree that even at this early stage, this is one stunning looking locomotive. Many of you may have noticed our Play Trains portal recently went out live on our website, full of activities for your little ones, including colouring activities and stories about Flash, Bolt and Thunder. We also released our Meet the Characters video, which is a great way for your kids to learn a little more about the characters from Play Trains. Play Trains is all about sparking your child's imagination and starting their model railway journey. Head over to the site now to take a look. Speaking of the website, you'll also have noticed it looks a little different recently. We've given the site a fresh look. There are still some kinks to be ironed out, and we know many of you have been asking about the Hornby forum. The team have informed us that they are working hard to ensure everything is back up and running soon. For now, please do take a look around our new look website. Thank you all for voting in the Collectors Club 100mm challenge. We were inundated with your votes. The deadline is now passed and the team will be counting up the votes. Keep your eyes peeled for more details on when the winner will be announced. Engine Shed published its first blog for 2021 last month, and it was packed full of goodies, including a look at the BR-CL9F. Always a great read, and if you haven't already, please do take a look. In case you haven't already heard the news, Thanet District Council granted planning permission, giving the one-to-one collection the go-ahead to transform the 130,000 square foot former Hornby warehouse in Margate into a brand new visitor attraction. The application was developed together with Haptic Architects. Haptic's ideas included transforming the building's fascias to include wall displays, which give you a sense of what the museum is about from the moment you arrive, then take you on a fascinating journey into the world of locomotive engineering. Once open, the One-to-One Collection Museum plans to operate 7 days a week from 10 AM to 4 PM. You'll have to wait a little longer to see inside though. Fully developing the One-to-One Collection Museum is expected to take 3 to 4 years, subject to construction schedules. And we'll be updating you regularly on all our social media as the project develops. You can also follow along with the One-to-One Collections Facebook page. Sadly, on the 2nd of February, the nation said goodbye to Captain Sir Tom Moore, a man who showed that no matter your age, you can do anything. His unbelievable fundraising achievement was just the tip of the iceberg for a man who did so much for so many. We'd like to take a moment to remember Captain Sir Tom Moore. Finally, let's take a visit to Customer Corner as we show off some of your layouts and locos from the past month. Share your videos and photos on our social media channels for a chance to be featured in a future episode.
Well, sadly that's all we've got time for this month. In next month's episode I'm going to be taking a closer look at the Hornby 00 City of Leicester. Definitely one to watch. For now, as always, thanks for watching. I'm Mike, you've been great, and I'll see you at the next stop.